on that part.
Guess we can try this right now, and if it doesn't, then we'll figure something else out.
Well, we've got some options to work on. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if this was just this one piece was just a little bit longer, it'd be fine, but hooking two of them together is just not rigid enough to hold it in place.
Well, so we've got some other strapping for that.
Yeah, I just don't think it'll be, I don't think it'll be like this. It won't be as rigid enough to hold it in place.
I don't know. To get cardboard in there, it's going to have some issues. But there's things we can try. Need to get.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, the other when it wrap it around the other thing, it holds it in place, but it's tilted at a 45-degree angle, so it's almost unviewable.
It's not real.
No. This is sort of there. It's whatever. There's ones you can get where you can hook up to the metal things underneath. And maybe it works better that way. I don't know.
We could do something like that.
Yeah, I'd have to just buy something again.
Well, I'm just saying. We can
It's a lot of trial and error to see what works on this vehicle.
Exactly.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Spent a bunch of time troubleshooting stuff to fix this stuff last night.
Yeah.
Babies out here too, Jeff.
Yeah, the babies.
Yep, lots of them too.
Well, they're middle schoolers now. I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, we're here too.
Yep.
Well, when they're walking their youngins across the street here. Oh, they have wings.
The wings are getting bigger.
Okay. Oh, so
Bunch over there, here too.
Yep.
New city.
Yep.
Wow, that's wonderful. Mama says, come, you come. She says, get your butt over here.
Bring the rest of them with you.
He lifted up his wings. Remember the ones we saw last week?
Barely had wings.
They barely had wings. Couldn't even see where they were. They were just sitting. Just what you can until it starts raining.
If you get lightning, you gotta get out of the pool.
Well, yeah.
Remember they got us out of the pool. Why? It's raining. Yeah, but there's lightning. Is that a problem? Yeah, that's a problem. Get out of the water. Okay. And until.
I like that. I didn't think they had that before. That big canopy. You see, they got the new Hummer leopards.
What?
Cat, big cat.
Commander?
No, cat. A big cat.
Oh, big kitty,
Two big
yeah.
cats.
Okay, well, yeah. They had them before, but they were.
Yep, they died.
Yeah, well, they were old and small kids.
Yeah.
They've done a lot to.
Still have one old one. It's a female.
Yeah.
Too old to have kids, but they got these young ones that are too young to have kids.
Yeah.
But they're hoping
Yeah.
eventually they'll get permission to let them can keep them all separate,
Yep, that's good.
but where they can see each other.
Yeah, well, that's good too.
Imagine they could smell each other first.
A little bit of water over it. Some is better than none.
Yeah, I was wondering what was hanging over the
Tree.
Just a little branch or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the geese have been hanging out, in that bushy part of the grass.
A little more protection, maybe. From stuff. Anchor crossing, morning.
I'm sure their babies are farther down there. Ooh, that's what you were talking about. I
Yeah.
didn't see them crossing. I was wondering why that.
See, these ones don't have as big as wings, the ones on the right.
Oh, those ones there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't see those.
Oh, it was always the last dude. Hurry up, poor George, get moving.
They're so cute.
As long as they eat the bugs, we'll be happy.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. See, maybe the zoo put a bunch of different types of chickens out there just to eat the bugs.
I can't
Good
remember the
afternoon.
ones that
The time is 1 p.m.
they told the
K0AJW.
minister and
Repeater.
his wife to get
Yeah,
to eat the bugs and ticks.
yeah.
A certain kind eat ticks. She said they need those kind. Because they have lots of ticks.
Yep.
And then you got to worry about the coyote getting them.
So you get your rifle and the scope and start popping the bullets.
Now she's going to put electric fence around the fence that
Number 3.
corrals
Sit out there with a predator calling the rifle. To then pop about 3 coyotes and get the hit back up.
the kind of dog they said to get.
I think 243 Winchester, 5.56
I said,
Minot would be a good choice.
buy them when they're puppies. Raise them with
So they protect the dogs.
they'll protect them. They'll not only protect
22 Magnum.
What?
22 Magnum with a
Yeah,
scope.
but I mean, if you're going to be out, if you got that type of range, yeah, you can do that.
That's all you really need is a 22
5.56
Magnum.
though, yeah.
Yeah, but
If you really want to reach out,
He's got a kid in there. Wings
Yeah.
coming down there. with
50 or 80, 50 or 80 green, 43 over there. Reach out.
But anyway, they said this certain kind of puppy is a parent.
Yeah,
It would not only watch the animals, but it would watch the kids.
yeah. And that 115-pound boxer ain't nothing messing with him. He was just a good natured sloth.
Somebody said, get a donkey. You're not afraid of coyotes."
Anything but another thing.
And they'll keep an eye on you.
keep an eye on everything.
It's like,
They'll keep an eye on everything,
And they got
including you.
They got an attitude. Oh,
I think the rain's gonna miss us. It's all pretty much like it's like hit Velva and like turned to northeast. Pretty much Velva all the way to Cooperstown is just rain.
but there's chances all the way through Sunday.
Yeah, but not very big chances.
Must have the hay baler too, isn't it?
well, we'll be working ours.
Well, Probably they're going to increase the cost of the mega ride pass. Probably.
Somebody would get after that grass. Well, I didn't know it cost that much to move furniture.
Well, every time we go to the movies, you thought buy your rank is a minimum authorized $1,000 in your rank.
I wonder how much it cost for them just to Wyoming.
A lot.
Probably more when they moved us back here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
More
more
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. Nope, same.
Oh yeah, it's pretty dark that way.
Yeah, well, that's all the rain is out.
Look at the clouds to the north.
There's no rain in anything there. There's no rain on radar anywhere except for the east.
That's a good spot for it.
Some places got quite a bit
Yeah.
the other day.
Oh, yesterday we got 41/100ths of an inch,
Some people got
but most of that was late at night storms.
2 to 3.
Ones that came in at 2 a.m.
Can't remember where,
Let's see. Denver arrives at 2:36, or United arrives at 2:36. Delta landed at
I'd say he's out of
153, 159, so that's the one we saw.
miles already.
Oh,
So that one that we saw that Delta did, we came home, they had landed, and apparently Delta going back to Minneapolis just departed about
Minneapolis.
heading about
Okay, looks like
6 minutes ago they left.
So we'll have to go home.
So yeah, Minneapolis just left about 6 minutes ago. So they're over by Carlsruhe already, so I missed that.
Empty.
So we're going home now.
I'll direct you out to where to
We'll have to go to the bathroom. So either we make a stop at Hardee's and I go to the bathroom and then we go, or we just go straight up.
be. Okay, let's go straight.
Okay, it's green. it's gonna be.
It's another O'Reilly's.
Oh,
I was kind of
you
surprised.
told me that too, didn't you? I suppose one on each end of town.
Well, that
In case it
other
gets
outfit
flooded, huh?
had, huh?
In case one gets flooded. That one didn't. That shouldn't flood up there.
No.
This was pretty well sandy.
They diked this state.
Yeah.
When they found they were going to lose the battle, they threw up a new dike. It's definitely trapped down here and only out in 6 feet. Stop it.
You know what's funny about that is 12 years ago today is when they blew the siren.
Oh yeah. Yeah, after we stopped at the shelter.
We stopped at Barry's.
No, we did. We just stopped at Barry's too.
Mm-hmm. We were on our way back to the shelter when they blew. No, we were at Walmart
getting
when they blew the siren.
backup batteries and a different knife thing.
Although we had gone right by that area
Moments. Well, it was
moments
geysers,
ago.
like-
Yeah, I was popping out of the thing. Yeah,
It was coming up out of the storm. It was like geysers,
Mhm.
3 or 4 foot tall. Tells you the amount of
through the 5 feet of sandbags.
Yeah, yeah. That's a hint. So I'll get my back brakes on, take the keys off. Check my blood pressure again.
Well, I'd come with you, but if I had to go to the bathroom, I'm not big enough. I'm a little too big to fit in the porta potty.
Well, whatever we can do, Joe. So go.
Or by the time we get over there, they'll be probably all done.
Well, that's okay with me. I'll just tell Ralph my blood pressure is 96 over 46.
Yeah, that's really low.
Huh?
That's really low.
Yeah. Well, it's been worse.
I don't think mine's ever been that low.
Well, mine was always 180 over 20, 50, 60 years.
180 over 20.
Oh, well,
120 over 80.
Yeah. Didn't hit me.
She told us when we went in last week that they
Up to
upped the blood pressure amount.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if she needs to cut back some. Or just let me have a caffeine drink.
We'll just have a caffeine drink and see where you're going.
Well,
If you're not making blood.
well,
Oh yeah, not
I
bad.
must be doing something right because that blood pressure, my oxygen is 96 to 98 something. So even when I was about ready to left, I checked my blood and it was good. And then I checked the blood pressure and it was way low. Yeah, you can't do much with your blood pressure.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's just like today when you did my legs, you were really breathing hard.
Yeah.
I noticed that yesterday when he went out to get pizzas, he came back. He was breathing as hard as I am when I'm having trouble. Like in the wintertime when I'm having trouble breathing, I was like, "Whoa, what the? That's really crazy."
I tell people I'm not having a few issues. We'll get the long action Tylenol in there and get back brace on. Camera with some batteries. Throw some gear in the truck.
You know, this is the reason why you have a phone. You have a reason why you have a phone and take pictures of the damn thing.
Jeffrey, it doesn't work for me. I can't get it to be the right way around. Okay.
And when I tried taking pictures, they came out so sketchy. They were like all out of phase.
Well, we probably aren't doing something right, or we don't know how to use it.
Would you shake your take
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Because nothing in the press release says setup on it, so.
Yeah.
We'll see if that new chief meteorologist shows up.
Well, I doubt that she's going to come because she's a man.
Well, she said it was an interesting story idea, and she was talking about coming out, but that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. We'll see if Kenton wants to come. I hope he comes.
He does too. We can see what you guys actually do.
Yeah. Well, isn't that really good and helpful? We were talking about the forms and when you have to use the forms, and they kind of they didn't know how to use them either. So starting to have many classes on the forms, they don't realize that. Trying to be better than the county stuff.
A lot of them don't have a lot of experience with it.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, if the news shows up, I'd say have Joe talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, or Ralph or somebody. I don't want to be the information officer. Although I toyed with the idea of taking that class. But they keep playing games with me on the classes. I'm not going to take it.
Isn't Ralph going to be running around the state?
Yeah, he'll be running around the state. So will Lynn. There's two good operators.
Do what you have having those other people done.
Yep. They'll have some of the 18 sitting with newbies. Which is a good thing. Newbies don't get to answer. At least I'm going. Anyway, we show the civil air patrol cadets down and other things.
That might be a good idea too.
Captain Noah won't be around long. He's on his way to Mexico. He's in a situation where he better be major. Apparently, one of the things he's really good at is networking stuff for these conferences and stuff like that. That's where he's really good at. Yeah, he says he goes to Mexico. He's in a situation where he has to be major. He's going to either get out or go to the yeah, well, they got things they have to do. Ken was kind of trying to do that in South Dakota. They didn't have that master's degree for pilots. Here's all the other companies that they had to run missile planes. He signed up to management degree for structure for missile planes.
Management, you might think it would matter.
They structure it differently. I had a different type of coax was screwed, so that's what they're all standing over there about now. Yeah. Trying to fix
Well, the
it.
barrel connector's screwed up too.
Well, and the connector itself is messed up too.
Okay.
So that's
exciting.
so they're bringing that antenna down, so they're going to work on it. But this is everything hard is already done.
Yeah.
And it looked like it went pretty smooth. Nobody worked too hard on it. So
No.
well, we're going to go home if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I might go buy Menards and look for stainless steel screws. I got about 6 pictures of our great generator.
That's what I said in the video. Says, oh, we got the 17-year-old generator here. Actually got fast 5G up here, so actually uploading my video. Only got 2 gigs left.
Wow, that's pretty
It
cool.
took like an hour, but I mean, it's
Well, yeah, but
13 gigs.
where's the easy spot?
Probably anywhere here.
Yeah, looks like it. Okay. I'd like to see what I'm driving into.
Yeah. And I just got time lapse on my GoPro, so whether or not got the exact feel, because we were parked kind of at a weirder angle. So.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't get time lapse while I was out and about, so I didn't want this thing overheating.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They said, was it Ralph said the police came out and stopped out on Friday or Thursday
Oh, Thursday.
to look and see.
We weren't even here.
No, Mary and her husband.
Oh,
were
they were already here?
With that big mambo.
Well, yeah,
Big
big huge
guy.
RV, and there's nothing else parked there. I suppose they would come look.
Yeah.
Now let me look at my thing and see the big thing. Maybe.
I had to relearn how to use the camera.
Yeah, it's been a while. I thought we get a newer one.
It's okay. It's working. I don't need anything. I kind of like to get another solid state drive computer at some point. Boy, those things are fast.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, I'm just saying.
They make these micro ones
Yeah.
that all you have to do is connect in your keyboard, your wireless keyboard, your regular keyboard,
Yeah.
and then your mouse, and
I
then your
don't think I want that.
HDMI display for an external site. We have a couple old displays.
Out the shed.
Yeah, as long as they're
The cables for them.
as long as they're HDMI, I think they would work because
Yeah.
that's all you really need with some. And these computers, the little ones now, are the size of your hand,
Yeah.
and they have as much power as my laptop has. You know, in processing power, not the graphics power.
Well, our cell phones are awesome machines to
Yeah,
themselves.
it's all there. Yeah.
Well, I got to hold a couple wires and pretend to be helpful.
These newer tablets aren't too well. This tablet's not new, but it's relatively new.
Still amazing what you can do with it.
No,
Looks like they're putting up
I
a
have thought about buying a
privacy
tablet.
fence type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's a good idea.
Just a little bit.
Not a crazy. Let's see, what else did I need besides stainless steel skirts? Must be something. Well, I don't know why
Mary
I
offered
didn't.
me some cake, and I was like, no, that's okay. That's telling that Gary goes, well, we need to lay a board up against that generator because that thing puts out a lot of noise.
Well, our generator,
Our generator doesn't make that much noise.
no.
Of course, it's significantly newer.
Yes, it's not.
It's an inverter generator.
It's
So it's
a
quieter.
3,000 watt continuous, 35.
Yeah, that one's a 5,000.
It's a 5,000 split. Yeah.
It's a 5,000 continuous.
Well, you have to split it though.
Yeah.
You get all 5,000 out of it. So. But we'll see what Enterprise has.
Mm-hmm.
Our generator's done a good job for a long time, but it is starting to fall apart. And a
Yeah.
number of pictures of how wonderful it is,
Yeah.
which is one of the things I forgot. to
Pretty
do.
stinking dirty when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it is. Running right along though.
Yeah, loud as crap too. That's what they've done in the past. They laid a two-piece 2x4 over it,
Yep.
so it would channel some of the noise away.
Deflect it away, yeah.
That's what they need to do. I was talking to, like I said, I was talking to Gary, and it's like he's just in there eating. Mary's got him feeding. It was brought like a whole pot, like a whole cake there. It's like she asked me if I want. No, I'm good.
It looks like they work hard.
Yeah,
They're good folks. I think they're probably.
I saw that and I was like, well, that's probably a luxury.
I just went with a
She
brat.
had donuts and she was like old.
Yeah.
She was showing. I briefly looked in her RV. It's like she got donuts, cookies, and
Yep.
pop, and
Yep.
I think there was things in there. See, I think she was loading ice cream into the fridge.
Could be.
And I was like, good.
Well, they don't want
We
to
invite
have-
her every year.
Well, she's going to be there for field day too.
Well, she's gonna be. Yeah, no, she's gonna be there for the ham fest.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Is
Thanks.
she gonna be catering it?
No, I think Milo's going to be doing it. Those two towers, once they're up and
Yeah.
stay, you know, that tower, that wire trailer, oh, it's screwy putting it up. But
So I did 2 live streams from
Yep.
there, and then I was like, well, I probably need to record this so that people on the internet can see this as well.
yeah.
Because everybody always likes the setup videos.
Well, we were too late.
Well, we were too there for the
main.
main tower, but I watched the other one go up. So.
Yeah.
Because the other guy knows, it says, be careful with your step. There's a gopher holes everywhere.
5,000 gopher.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But every 2 feet, there's a gopher hole.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this is not snake country.
Yeah.
I'd really be watching where I'm going.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, okay, they need the knee-high boots with the anti-snake.
And I brought a revolver with snake shot in it. Not a problem. Cops might get excited.
Somebody was saying bear spray might work
They don't know.
on them.
Screw up their pit system.
Oh,
Tons.
yeah.
Nowadays, yeah.
Oh, I bet they would.
But
I was
usually,
just wondering if a bear spray against
we used to carry a 7-foot
snake.
staff,
Yeah.
7-foot staff with us, hiking
Yeah.
staff, and we would pin them down by the head, and then we might reach down and grab them, or we might just crush it,
Yeah.
or step down on it, crush it, or just push it away.
I don't know if bear spray would work.
It would
Somebody
be-
was saying something about it might work against them.
I don't know.
If they start rearing back and
You want
spray
to
them with that
talk to
stuff.
somebody that knows what they're doing. Somebody who's a current
Yeah.
removal agent for
Yeah.
those things. I used to get taught and used to catch them by hand. I don't do that crap anymore. Nonsense,
If they
no.
reared back, you sprayed them, and they, especially when their tongues flipping out.
One of the guys had grabbed a rattlesnake in one hand, and he didn't get control of the head, so it
And
came back
bit him.
around. Came back around like Cassie did to me and bit him in his hand. So instead of letting it go, he put it in this hand, so it bit him in this hand. So
They were talking about that one guy who had been he's been bitten by almost every form of snake except for like the really deadly ones, and it has almost no effect on him anymore.
Cobras,
Yeah,
spoon
He's got-
slangs.
yeah. He's been bitten
Bamboo
by
vipers.
Western Diamondbacks, and he says the toxins don't even faze me anymore. I've been bitten so many times.
Well, that's that crazy guy on that lumber show. He got bit by
that too.
cottonmouths.
Yeah, that
About
too.
6 bites of cottonmouth. He said,
Well,
"That's
no, they
not
were
that-
showing it on
not that big a
Ripley's
deal."
Believe It or
Yeah,
Not or something like that. This guy's been bitten by
Everything.
except that like 2-step snake,
Yep.
and he said the venom don't even phase him anymore.
Body has been able to
Just to adjust to it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like metabolizes the venom.
Well, that's an interesting adaptation. Can we get a cat shot, please? That's the shot I want, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to the snake catcher. You give me this one. I guess it works for like 24 hours.
No, I want it to work for 10, 20 years.
Yeah, well, that too.
Well, we used to go out.
That's the EpiPen now.
We had to dance with the Mojave Desert Sidewinder, which is a very fast snake. Not a very big snake, but man, is it fast. It moves sideways,
Yeah.
very fast. Run over one, hit the wrong end. My partner jumped down next to it. It stood up and strike marks the fangs down the side of his boot, so he jumped back.
Yep.
So I said, okay, line him up again. Now run him over with the truck. Okay, got the right end this time. Yeah, I had him in the Jeep, in the International Scout with a couple guys. He stood up in the back seat and started buzzing. While they were on patrol, they kind of jumped out of the Scout, dove and let the Scout go on its own. They heard this buzzing in the back seat, looked back, and there it was. Yeah, they didn't think that was too friendly.
No. Black mamba's ones you don't want to get bit by.
Well, bamboo viper was on my book.
Yeah.
You don't want to get bit by those either. They're pretty nasty. Cobras, not not something you want to screw around
No.
with. Did play with them quite a few times, but no. Nasty things. You love the video of the guy that's the keeper of the Cobra exhibit. He's out there with flip-flops.
Yeah.
And a bamboo flap.
When they get near and he just flips them.
Yeah, he just keeps. I'm like, no, this is a job I would say.
They were showing the one guy in the Australian zoo who was doing that stuff. And the snakes know not to bite him.
Yeah, because he's the one that feeds
He's the
him.
one that feeds them.
Yeah.
And he's in their cage doing stuff, and you see him coiling up next to him. He just takes his foot, and yeah, he's doing the same. He's wearing shoes, but he just takes his foot and just kind of moves him away.
Yeah.
They don't bite him, surprisingly.
Well, they've learned that he's the guy that feeds them. So.
Yeah, and he feeds him every day, so
Yeah.
he's not
a job I want.
He's bringing the big live rats in.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Oh
they
yeah.
pick up, that they
That's
pick
fun
up.
to watch.
And
too.
then these are big rats too.
Yeah, yeah. They're big on.
Kind of almost look like armadillos
Yeah.
with fur.
Yeah. They did that when
He
they were feeding.
he brings them in and hangs them up, and all the snakes come up like ready to go, and then he throws it onto the other side of the cage, and they go after it.
It's a snake fight. Yeah.
He holds them up in the center of this thing, and they all like stand up, like ready out there, almost with their mouths open,
Yeah.
and then he flips the rat towards the back of the cage, and they all take off for it.
Yep. Ben Chewy,
And this rat's alive too.
Ben Chewy, we had a hut rat. And he was without the tail about this big. And then we had the hut cobra. The two of them never messed with each other, but they did scare the hell out of us.
Oh, I bet they do.
I just got there and I was sitting on the upper bunk. I said, "What is that?" "That's George." "What is he?" "He's the hut rat. Leave George alone."
Okay.
"Okay." "Who's this?" I can't remember. There's a name for the snake. "Yeah, that's our cobra." "Really? We got a cobra all our own? Really?" "What's he do?" "He keeps the rodents down. He leaves George alone. George leaves him alone." So what are we supposed to do?
The snake doesn't eat the other thing.
Stay out of his way.
Okay.
All right. What happens if I jump down out of the second bunk and he's there? Get out of his way. He'll just keep on doing what he's doing. He's not going to crawl up the side of the pipe and come after me. Nope. He's friendly cobra.
Friendly cobra.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a funny one. In Vietnam. Yeah.
The one patrol was in the jungle on patrol on the perimeter, and they ran into a king cobra at night. And so they ran it over with the Jeep and pissed it off.
Yeah.
So they fired a couple 38s into it and pissed it off. So they went back to get bigger guns.
They were talking about some of these recently discovered things in these rainforests.
Yeah.
Is there just too much oxygen in the rainforest or something?
Too much.
These suckers are huge.
Yeah.
This stuff looks like it should be mutated stuff.
Insects look like something out of the primordial.
Like something that got mutated from nuclear explosions or something. Are you going to Menards?
Yeah. No, you remind me. I'm going to try to.
And they were showing the cross species of this thing. It's like, oh, you know the little ladybug you have in America?
It's an armored beast the size of a helmet.
See a little teeny one in the U.S., it's this little teeny ladybug thing. Well, here's its distant cousin in Vietnam, or in somewhere jungle somewhere. And the thing is like an armadillo.
Yeah, this one was about the size.
And this is an insect.
This is the size of a helmet.
Huh?
They had them rice beetles. They were size of a helmet. They could fly somehow. I don't know how they did it. I nearly shot one a couple times.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
I was going to shoot it with my 38, and I said, I don't know the 38 will do the job. So I got my 16 out, and I was going to shoot it that way.
I'm like, what eats these things? Oh, cobras.
I don't know.
Cougars. I'm like,
no, we didn't have them. We had tigers.
Oh yeah, that's the other
tigers.
Thing. They have tigers and cougars in the jungle. I'm like,
some of these things are 300 pounds or more.
Yeah, and then the insect's 50 pounds. And you're like, what? No, I'm sorry.
The joke out of the Indiana
I ain't going in there with a
movie
flamethrower.
is true, because you walk into the bunker and you know, why does the floor move? And it's a good question, because it moves. Oh, that's just the snakes. Don't worry about them. That's the snakes, and you're not worried about. No. We don't man this bunker in the daytime. The snakes go in there, and we have to chase them out.
Man this sticker in the daytime.
Nope, only during the most dangerous times of night. They call it tiger posts at night.
Yeah.
Tiger posts were all the bad posts in all the bad locations. Yeah, minimum of 12-hour shift on post.
This is the place where you want to throw the DDT can in.
This is where you want to send the napalm in.
Who's got the flamethrower?
Yeah, no, we didn't have any flamethrowers.
We'll just cook on this sucker down. Pin bends are starting to go off.
Mine's finally kicked in, so. And
I have 2 aspirin in pocket, so I took my Tylenol at like 7 and I needed it.
I took my pain pill and that was it. So I don't know what we're doing and when, but maybe they'll put something online. Maybe the people from the county and the weather folks will show up tomorrow.
Maybe.
You hold your breath though.
Well, I sent that press release out, so
Yep.
whatever.
Yep, we gotta check our list of what we're supposed to do, because I think other than Jerry and I hooking up the solar panels and making 10.
Well, the only person I ever got a response back was from Amy, the meteorologist.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but she said she was gonna. She said it would be. It looked like an interesting story that she'd like to come up. So she said that she was gonna talk with the news crew. Now, whether that means the whole Minot one or the Bismarck one, I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be nice if she came up with it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't think it's gonna
I
happen.
don't know.